And suddenly at this day, this September 30, 2014, already noon passed by. Can we say this? Already noon gone. We are around 1400 minutes 4. I'm just in this Buenos Aires streets and I supposedly escape from the supposed jail, from the supposed prison. I supposedly escaped from an internation and I supposedly escaped from the trousers of the Degenerados Sodoma, which also threats to murder a lot of people because of it's not done what they says. Degenerados Kirchners and associated. ¿Cómo se atreve? Sorry. I have been a little bit grotesque and I have been a little bit enfachli matrim enfachli v'si shafachal chatzina chanam melvetzchem enfachol chadi v'shkoal fachal chatzechani mashkel fani gefele chatzechereshki machacham in blofechet chanim. And I'll show you one of the stolen cars of the massive rape and murder of Christina Kirchner. You gotta get out and you gotta serve the patriot for something good, and all you have gotta be for the people that works, for the whole degenerados, sodomitas y perras prostitutas of her. So suddenly you see that car of Policía Federal Argentina, that's the saying, and that one there is the one that says, that owns the vehicle which belonged to Jorge Barrodeto. This person used to be inside the government of the Argentina, and this person used to be a very respectable person, which were fighting for the rights of the people. And this sickle degenerate is the one, like this class, that rapes, murders, and strips, saying we are government and we have right and we know what we do, using the resources of the nation and the land. So the reality of the soul, that piece of a scum, which I defamate, like the whole armed forces making the same permanently, like a vicious Sodoma degenerates, were raping and murdering people and taking their properties away after. Like Sodoma does, and done always. So suddenly, and further this, and understanding this as well, you're gonna ask me to give some special video, you know. I suddenly were telling a lot of things and a lot of people understand this like offensive. A lot of people perhaps reproduces a term, reproduces an issue, reproduces some class of violence which is synthesized like offense. So what the point of this? Well, suddenly I'm not provoking this. I am natural about I love them, and I'm natural about I qualifying them, I qualify them, and it's clear natural I am sick of them, and it's natural I want to put them dead. And not like a murder, but for justice and execution of capital sentence everyone gotta have. For the reason of law is not like they says gotta be. The appreciation of the law is so wide, and God could be whatever, he just saw the opportunity, and also could be us. So the reality of the soul is simple. Law exists for the right care, the right justice, the right understanding, which we understand morals, and which we understand preservation of what gotta be about the reality of the character of each thing, genuinity, respect, orders, and the right, clear, everything is and gotta be, and not for degenerates and criminals and abominables like this. Right, so the clear fact of this is I am working for, and that's what I'm gonna still doing until my last moment, whenever other night to take me back. So, this is the clear. And I am so sorry for, as the most of grotesque and not really much proper. Unless whenever we are talking about the name of Adonai, Melech El Chai. And the reality of who I am. and either being royalty of his. So the reality of the soul delivers while I'm watching some suspicious, weird, but natural here around, sorry. It's exactly what we go through, and it's exactly what we try. The clear fact of what we should ever be with and trying every day. The truth, the clear fact, reality, justice, and reality to be the prime matter. The reality is the basement of all we can do and we can go for. If you choose going to the destruction, corruption, crime, like it or not like it, you don't have right to proceed into for any kind or any other or any class of consequent reality of what you say you can choose and free to do against others. You produce a crime against yourself. You may need to understand what it means, your own damage, and you understand why you do and if you really need it. But if you become a very serious character against others, so sorry. One thing is a mistake, other thing is a problem about this war, other thing is having a very healing process, which is suffering or survival, which you don't know what to do or how best making with not need to proceed into doing that, and less about the character to become that. Other thing is you've been under the destruction and you couldn't do no better, and even then you gotta be conscious about what you've done. So suddenly what is for payment is gonna be for payment, and what is for the mercy is gonna be for the mercy, understanding what it is. But the certain clear and the thing around this all is no at all. Oh, we're human. Oh, because of, oh, you understand. The medias, you get me, the simplest. What is this? Supposedly, the end will justify the whole of the medias, the basement of whole corruptive and whole degeneration. Whatever you have as objective, whatever you do and implies for the making and ahead, is going to be justified? Hell no. And the reality of the simplest, Ocam never represented us. The complex character of who we exist delivers at the need to understand and explore where is the reality from where we can understand where ahead, what ahead, who ahead, and about what. And not like this degenerates are using Sodoma and Kirchner's Gomorrah to the making the degenerations they are for, but we understanding the ones we are, the ones that build, and also the best ever to justice and the best ever to defense and the best ever to orders, and even as necessary, justice. So I apologize about certain grotesque, rude ways, but not for the class defining, but for us, and first of all for Adonai. Give it this video this day, and Adonai to be with us on the streets of Buenos Aires. Alejandro BLANCO REDEMI at this September 13, 2014, already 1400 or a little bit more around Buenos Aires.